front lawn, Black Hawk, see the red dawn, horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction, my thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Mercy, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And
the ball is knocked out.
Burrow's pass.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Oh, boy. And it starts.
In the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This is Mixon on the draw. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Here's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's Riddick. You see what Riddick was able to do in last week's ball. 15 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on the back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Mixon, the Bengal ball.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 18 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a big gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down. But I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. Nifty move. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. He hits Riddick underneath. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Not able to go anywhere that time. Down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Oh.
And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, look at that. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Logan, back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now Reddick. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Number 27.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Riddick with a carry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The running back.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And tackle down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll go down here right around the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Borden. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they really have to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
You missed that block. Oh, hell no. I'm taking my money. You nuts?
Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Bengals nothing.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points, so some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal.
Oh,
well, in this
goddamn.
case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick.
Job about.
The drive should end in the end zone.
At their own 31-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
Good job, Isaiah.
Don't cause
Bugs
any
Bunny.
extra stress on your offense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Good job, TJ Watt.
Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. TJ Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Ross on the return. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
At the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Damn. Oh.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the
description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they set up the screen. That's and he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fights him off. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Okay, so I think Ward out there.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. The final, 23-7. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football. And they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Once again, they run with Mixon, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from a great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat for Reddick. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. They run the counter. Borden. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Carl Lawson on the
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
27, Leonard.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 14. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go back to Reddick. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. This is Reddick on the screen. And he is out of bounds here.
Complete to number 33.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Why is that guy?
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, 4th and inches, man. Fuck that. Well, I mean, why? Oh. Time out.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Damn it. Oh, boy.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. He had 2 more to his total.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Burrow's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
38-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Borden. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front. Reserve. How about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of kills they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll keep it on the ground. Borden, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers, they brought their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he knocks it through. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise. The way that this one is gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
Good job, Anheuser-Busch.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd.
Oh man, damn. What the, I mean, see, why? I mean, what this? Why? I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not bothering anybody. I mean, what do you want, man? I'm not bothering anybody. What do you want?
Just got a question for you. Who's that quarterback that plays in Pittsburgh, man? That ain't your 2nd-year guy. That guy who got hurt last year was white. Who was this dude?
No, okay, you don't even remember? I told you he was a black guy, but they had him as white, and I made you go change him.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. You know, man, every now and then my mind ain't. All right, okay, all right.
All right, so that's all you want.
That's all you want. Yeah, man, that's all I want.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go.
I wouldn't do that.
Cocksucker, man.
I mean, you know what you can afford, man. That's all right. I'm telling you, like the judges did me this morning. You do what you can afford. I wouldn't do that, though. I mean, but, you know, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Is that a question for you? Is that a question for you?
You know, this is why when you in a sour mood, this is why I dial your number up, bitch.
I know, but you know, you're right, man. Go ahead and leave, man. The commissioner give you permission, man. I'll holler at you later. Go ahead, dog. I just have one question for you.
Nah, man. Fuck you, because I ain't gonna give you that thing break.
Oh, yeah. Oh, see, God. Now you know this guy's intention, see. I was like, all right, go ahead. Because you know I'm going to ask him for that favor back. That clown know he ain't going to do it, dirty rat.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't even gonna put myself in that position.
Come on. Hey, guys, listen, the Broncos play us tough all the time. Look, I fell asleep. This game has been on for 2 hours.
Oh, man. I thought you went to go play Scrabble with your mom.
I did that yesterday. It was very good, though. Trying to keep a routine going.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 4 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Come on, defense. We ain't gonna go. Y'all gonna be the only ones gonna take us where we gotta go. I mean, them guys talking about you today, man.
Oh, I don't care.
Hey, look. I was enjoying every minute of it.
Oh, I mean, I don't care.
Actually, you do.
No. I mean, when I tell you I don't, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Hey, you do, man. Look. This guy here, man, a dog that came and beat up Buddy. He over here looking like a hole.
Hey, listen. All I know is right now, I'm a trophy holder. Are either one of them two?
Yeah. Actually, both of them are.
Are currently trophy holders.
Yeah.
In which league?
Hobson's holding BC1. BC2. Hobson holding BC2 too? Oh man, that's right. I'm in 3 and you in 4. Wow, Hobson's got 2 belts currently going on. Oh man, hey, look, I want to be the disputed champ.
Oh well, hey man, maybe you'll get it in the lottery.
No. Undisputed champ. I want to hold all 4 belts.
Oh well. Well, good luck with that, man.
That guy said, "Good luck with that. Good job."
I'm just being honest with you, man.
That guy said, "Good luck with that." That's what he said, Frank. That guy said that ain't possible. Hey, look, he's right. As long as we on the Texans, it'll never happen. Jesus Christ. I don't want to be the WBC, I want to be the WBC, WBA, the WBO, and the ITF champion on that ball.
Man, I still don't know what the Eagles are doing, man. I mean, Miles Sanders, man, if y'all ain't going to use him, shit, we'll take him in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I don't get that, man.
Nick Sirianni, man, I mean, he must be trying to get fired.
You said he must be trying to get fired.
I mean, hey, listen. Maybe he don't understand Philly. Hey, tell him to call Doug Peterson and ask him.
I know a guy won a Super Bowl 3 years ago. He's gone already. Wow.
Yeah, well, that was his own fault. Now, I mean, he did that to himself.
No.
I mean,
I ain't gonna let y'all tell him what to do with my quarterback.
Well, okay.
Plus, they said, hey, we wanted you to get rid of an offensive coach, right? He said,
well, I mean, I don't know about that.
He fell on his sword, bro. Hey, sometimes you gotta stand up for principle.
Well, there you go. I mean,
you'll stand up for something. You'll stand up for nothing.
I think he coaching a high school team or something right now.
Hey, well, hey, bro. Sometimes you gotta have your scruples, bro.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Sometimes you say, oh, look at this. You know, we can't win a Super Bowl. See, this defense is we got to outscore everybody by 50-some points to win the game. I mean, it's just ridiculous. That boy thinks the New Orleans Saints going to win the Super Bowl over here. Boy, he just don't know. He ain't got a shot.
Wow, that guy said he ain't got a shot. Wow.
He ain't got a shot. He ain't got a shot. You know it, not know it. That's what he said about you. He said, hey, man, you talk about them Chargers. I said, man, you got to deal with the Steelers. That guy said, man, the Steelers ain't nothing to do. That's all.
I mean, what I expect him to say? He gonna lose?
No, he ain't saying he'll lose, but he said the trade a problem. That's the problem.
I mean, you know,
I've always given I've always said, look, I don't want to play none of them, but I don't have no fear. That guy just said, look, you ain't even a problem.
Yeah, man.
Hey. Oh, man.
I mean, so far, he's right. He's right.
Hey, man, look, it kind of reminds me of what my man told Evander Holyfield. He said, man, he said you're the 50th best champ
in the world? No, in the state of Georgia. Damn. Georgia, where you at? Come on, take a beat. Well, that thing was classic. That guy said, we the 50th ranked heavyweights in the world? No, in the state of Georgia. Damn.
Oh, man.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him.
Oh, man, he crushed that little cup up in his hand. Boy, that was a funny mess there, boy. Hey, please stop. Hey, stop.
Look, they said Coach Gill ain't no problem.
That's what they said, Frank. I'm telling you, man.
Well, I mean, you know what? I can't even say it. They right. I mean, until I beat them, they right.
Oh, man, he's trying to sound modest. What if he loses again this year?
Hey, guy.
Oh, man, really?
Hey, guy, listen.
His confidence gonna be shot.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
Hey, guy. Yeah, it is. Hey, man, let me tell you. Coach Gill,
Hey, listen, guy, listen, man, listen. Hey, listen, guy, I know what you're doing, man. You're just trying to push shit out in the air. Hey, guy. Hey, look, I've been knowing you for a long time, guy. That shit ain't working. Hey, man, fuck you, and fuck them, too. Hey, I know what you're doing. Hey, look, like you told Coach Hobson. Oh, hey, you're not no team. Like, hey, man, I know what you're trying to do, bitch.
Hey, I just had some Uncle Juice. That's all.
Hey, look, listen, guy. I know what you're trying to do, Coach. That shit ain't gonna work. Oh. I still got about 2 weeks before that old girl comes in and takes my place where I can dedicate a little bit more time. Hey, look, when I was on the sideline watching, y'all done came up with new concepts and all kinds of shit. I said, okay, so now I'm just a little behind, that's all. Just a little behind.
That's a bad throw, Mahomes. That almost got picked off. You can't throw that ball like that. What? I don't get it. I just don't understand. What are we doing here?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hey, look, they gonna win Super Bowls and all kinds of shit. I mean, shit. Oh!
Guys, what are we doing?
Oh, man, I gotta go to DC1 after this. Boy, that shit ain't no fun. We done lost the last 2 games by a total of 4 points.
Hold up, the Titans lost?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you watched the game. We lost 21-20. They went down and scored.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, it was just like your last game where you was 30-something.
Oh, don't get me started, man.
Oh, yeah. We went up 20 to 14. They got the ball last, and we already know this is going to be 21-20.
Hey, good. That's what you get. That's what you did for me. I said you predicted my score, you rat. Say, man, all you gonna do is lose 31-30. That's exactly what happened. Hey, man, look, give me some lottery numbers.
This was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
They absolutely pinched a shot.
Yeah, so.
Can't get much better than that, right? The defense.
All right, guys.
But the offense did their part as well.
Get on over here, man.
So you gotta like what
Hey,
you
look,
saw.
I mean, right? Like Pete's been at our last 2 games, right?
Hey, you want that guy to take a break? He's like, man, that guy is always like savoir-faire. He's
Well, listen, all we want to get in, just get it. Hey, we just want to make the dance. Anything can happen once you're at the dance. You get some coochie. Hey, look, you get some coochie, man. When you get in the party, it's possible.
Boy, game, make the tackle. Dang it! Wow. Gary, me and you right here, Bruce Black defense.
All right. Get ready to advance.
Wait. Oh, he caught that ball anyway.